Philippians chapter 4, verse 6 to 8. I will be talking about BKs, Bliss killers. And because I want to drive home my point, Reverend Kill, I'm not going to rush it. I will take 3 today, by God's grace, take 3 next week, take 3 the upper week, and then take 3 the last week. I don't want to rush. Because they found out in a place like America that over 50% of the marriages in church end in divorce. So what is the problem? Do not fret or have any anxiety about anything, but in every circumstance and in everything, by prayer and petition, definite request, with thanksgiving, continue to make your wants known unto God. Verse 5. Verse 7, everybody. Where's Bro Jacob or Bro Ben? Where are they talking? Yes, verse 7, somebody. Everybody read it together now. Verse 7. That tranquil state of a soul. Yes. You are not reading. Okay, start again, verse 7. I'm looking at my time. If you can't see, stand up and read it. That peace which transcends all understanding, garrison and mount guard and minds. So the peace that secures this month, God will give you. Now, I don't want you to gist by the side. I'm going to start on a note that many of you will not like. That's why I wanted everybody to be here. Spirituality can initiate you into a home, but it's only wisdom that builds a house. That is why a lot of spiritual people cannot keep homes. They are spiritually foolish. They pray a lot, but they don't do the word a lot. One of the prayers I think Reverend Kiel led us yesterday, for many of us that don't join the prayers, is that God will give us the grace and the willingness to be doers of the word. Doers, not hearers only. Now, this will apply to whether you are married or not. What are certain killers I have noticed that God has revealed to me, that God has spoken to me, that I have seen in the lives of people? Reverend Kill, our mothers and parents, they were not born again. How did they keep their home? Your father and my father, many of us, our fathers married several. Their wives did not fight. How? They didn't pack out of the house. How? That's why I say I want to go gently. Don't look at anybody. Look at me. Give me your next 22 minutes unbroken. Number 1 killer of bliss in relationship is lack of the fear of God, cultivated by yielding ourselves to God. I'm not saying you come to church. Many people come to church and they don't have a relationship with the God of the church. It is not coming to church that brings wisdom. It is the fear of the Lord. Let's read it. In Proverbs chapter 9, verse 10 to 13, Amplified Classic. I'll read it from here. The reverent and worshipful fear of the Lord is the beginning, the chief and choice part of wisdom. And the knowledge of the Holy One is insight and understanding. Listen to me. If you don't fear God, you can't fear man. Many of us don't fear God. You do many things, you don't fear God. What I mean by fear God, Reverend Kale, is that when you are in your secret place, can you say everything you do, God approves? You don't fear God. Do you think I am not tempted? Elder, you are not tempted. You are too holy. Since you knew this girl, you have never been tempted. I like you. You are a very holy man of God. Me, I've been tempted. And I've told you severally. That's why the Bible never said pray against fornication. It said flee. When you fear God, there are certain things you don't do. The church, many of us come to church, and I'm speaking for the church all over Nigeria. It breaks my heart that a lot of us don't fear God. You are coming to church and you are coming straight from a girlfriend's house. You are coming to church and you have just aborted the baby. You don't fear God. You don't fear Him. It's because I fear God. That's why I can't beat my wife. Because I'll be scared if God decides to beat me. You don't fear God. You are dating 4 people in one church. If you are like that here, may the Lord disgrace you. If you are not saying amen, you are part of them. Don't fear God. 4, you are doing tokoni toketi danda lubo egbalande de gala milolo eba. And that's all you are doing. You don't fear God. What are you going after? Marriage is a leap of faith. It's a risk walk. Pastor, I must know the person. So you now sleep with 17 people. How can the church be asking for body count? Shame on us. Body count. How? When you fear God, there is nothing like count. When you know that there is an appointment with God one day, called the appointment of God, the appointment of death, and everybody will stand before Him. Don't fear God. So one killer that we have in our homes is the lack of the fear of God. I will keep Pastor Febi in Awoyaya and keep Pastor Dora in Aja, and keep Pastor Angie in Badagry, and keep Pastor Moni in Ibadan. And you just have them like that. I heard of churches that when pastors go, part of the honorarium is girls. We give you 2 girls to calm down before you minister. I want you to pray with me. Pray with me. Any day we mistakenly invite that kind of person, the person will die before the person gets here. This your amen, I suspect it. I said the person will die before the person gets here. If the person wants to take one leg here, the person will die before the person gets here. I know you don't like the prayer. It's Papa prayer. I want to pray this one. Don't fear God. Don't fear God. How many men can stand before their wives and say, I've never seen another person's nakedness? How many? Don't fear God. If you fear God, there are things you can't do. You know why I talk like this? I've not spoken to any other person minus my wife. That's why I can talk like this. If I'm doing cho-cho-cho here, I can't speak like that because when I speak it, I'll be looking at that side. And that girl will be looking at You don't fear God. You don't fear God. And that's why this morning you are going to pray that the fear of God will return to homes. When your child carries the fear of God, they know what to do, when to do it. I want to check whether she's a virgin. I want to tell. No. When they have the fear of God, you will know that they will fear that God in their secret place. How many phones will you check with the Gen Z of today? Gen Z body. Bad ones. They will hide it in the same phone. You will never see it. It will be like invisible mascara. You won't see it. Nothing. They will hide it there. You will look for it. You can't find it. But when you fear God, One of my friends was talking to me recently. He said, sir, I saw this girl. The Chelsea now die. The Barcelona now war. I said, tell me something. Tell me something, my brother. He said, Deepo, this guy has said die. I said, tell me again, my brother. Pastor, you are telling him, what will I tell him not to say? What if he decide not to tell me? He's trying to tell me a story. It's better I hear it very fully. He said, and the girls here, they don't need money. Once you sleep with them, they fund you. You think you're bad? I said, people don't fear God. I learned of a pastor that sleep with a member and still collect check from them. You sleep with your member, then the person will sign check. Does that not look like, what do they call ritual? Stretch your hand to me. I want to pray for you a very loud amen and a very loud. I want to hear it loud. You receive the baptism of the fear of God. We want to keep a relationship for long. By God's grace, will be 20 years in April. By the grace of God, and I've known her for like 26 years. It's not that everything has been rosy, Reverend K. It's not that. I will not lie. I told you I was sent to Ghana. I saw those people there. I still remember one of the ladies. I still see her in my picture till today. As of in my mind's eye, not in my phone. No, she's not there. Oh. My phone is here. You can search. Oh. It's not there. Oh. Of course, we can't say that about some of you. Your phone has 72 password, 2 verification. You know they fear God. You don't fear Him. What are you hiding that the central bank no even get password for? What do they hide? One of my friends called me. He said, Pastor, my geo. I just opened his phone and it was pornography. My geo. Look, you are tempted. Temptation itself is not bad. Falling into it is the error. One of my daughters, when he said a man was chasing him, I said, is the man loaded? He said, yes, very loaded. That the man said, I will pay for everything. I hope you know, if I was a bad pastor, we will go into transactional. Elder, the person if you draw 1 billion, go ahead. You will pay tithe and prophet offering and bidding offering. Go ahead. There are pastors that do that. They are not interested in your soul. They just want you to live anyhow. Any person that tells you it doesn't matter, the person is winding you for hell. Fear God. You want a relationship that is blissful? It's the fear of God. One day I came to my wife. I said, certain person is doing my heart like this. He said, what do you mean? Is it because I told you? What if I didn't tell you? What will you now do? I'm telling you, number 1, so that you can pray. And number 2, the power of sin is secrecy. Once you say it, you expose it, the power gets destroyed. Suddenly, you lose taste for the person. Because you have spoken it. Some of you need to confess. Pastor Destiny, I heard from Pastor David Ogueli, and I believe it. I've been preaching it. If you are going to tell your wife everything, make sure you know your wife very well. If the wife cannot absorb it, don't tell her everything. And confess to your father. If it's another woman I told that, for the next 72 years, the woman will be using it. When you are going now, say, you are going to them again, Abi. Now the women now, Abi. No, I saw. Do you know how many times lipstick have followed me home on my dress? Because of some of you members. In fact, one of my stubborn daughters that my wife knows, I saw lipstick, so I intentionally put it there for you. How do you do this to me? I am going home and then you plant lipstick here. One of you, my wife is a weary. And I get to her and say, you have brought lipstick again. Which of the mouth is this Chioma Chidindu or Chigbindu? Or which one is this one? Because of fear of God. But you see, when I carry lipstick home, when my wife sees it, He said, what happened? I said, I hope 2 or 3, but I don't know which one planted it in there. That's the end. And I mean, that's the end. There's no other thing. I can't sneak into your house as a married woman. No. The fear of God. Sister Esther's husband is very close by. Every time I go to their house, I don't know whether she realizes it. When we are talking, we'll stay at the door. We will leave the door open and the neighbors will be passing. Hello, sister. Hello, brother. So that if somebody calls Slim and say, I saw Pastor. He entered your house and he came out sweating. He was sweating. That man a bad boy. Then the neighbor will say they were outside. I don't know whether I'm just telling her publicly, probably for the first time. Every time I get to her house, she will greet me, Daddy, come in. I will stay outside. If her children and mama are inside, I will enter. It's the fear of God. She's a fine girl. I'm a fine boy. I cannot come a fine boy meet fine girl. 2 gay for. I don't have a problem. So if you are not wise, you will not rise. Are you not wise? You will destroy homes by your carelessness. My assistant will tell you, one day he looked at me when he had not moved house, in your former house. He said, you don't visit me. In my mind, visit you. You go out 6 in the morning, you come out 11 in the night. Your house is filled with fine women. I should be visiting who? I didn't tell him more, but I'm telling you now, Reverend K. If my sin, he said, confess one to another. I'm confessing to you. You know you're irreverent. I'm confessing to you. I know go enter. I'm forgiving. Thank you. I'm telling you why I do what I do. The fear of God. It doesn't make me cross boundaries. I mean, I read the story of the girl that was invited by a popular guy. So did you read it? And she was dating another person and was pregnant for the person. And the other guy spiked her drink. She drank it and she died. Question that I asked myself. You are already dating somebody. How can somebody else invite you to the hotel? Or any other place? Hello, Sister Esther. Please, can you meet me at Jonite Hotel by 9:30 p.m.? There's something the Lord says to me to say to you. Please don't come. Don't come. There's nothing the Lord is saying. It is my body that is saying something. There is nothing God is saying. You see, don't follow God like an idiot. When you wanted to give your life to Christ, they ask you with your common sense, will you give your life to Christ? You say yes. After you have now given your life to Christ, you now throw away your sense. I remember when we brought an idiot here, a thief, and Oswald, It was not in this auditorium, he told one of our sisters, a married woman, to come and meet him in a hotel and bring 200,000. Brother Otto, I have never asked the sister for 200,000. All my prayer for more than 5, 10 years. I see you are laughing. I don't see things. When I heard about it, I called the sister. Hello, ma, where are you? I said, no, there's another instruction. Bring it to my house. Since you can give a prophet the 200,000 should not go home. Bring it to me. When she came, kneel down outside. The Lord bless you. The Lord keep you. Give me the 200,000. Pastor, what did you do with it? I spent it. Since you are an idiot. No, you are not an idiot. You are not wise. I wrote it on one point, which I won't tell you. That God did not tell us to be sexually compatible. He told us to be sexually committed. It's commitment. I don't want to jump my notes. Can you hold somebody's hand? Let me stop here. Pastor, you said you will teach us 3. I have taught you 1. If I teach you the 3 now, how will you come next week? Is it not better here that I keep some? You want me to continue? I should continue next week. I hear. It makes sense, Abby. I have 9, 10 there. The second one is the one I wanted to abuse some people. Let me give you a hint of the second one. Every woman that honors me more than their husband is not wise. You must so honor your husband that out of it you now honor me. You kneel down for pastor. You don't kneel down for your husband. Now Oswald you be. Oswald. Am I saying don't honor me? Why are you clapping? CA, why are they clapping? It's just normal thing. Okay, it's not normal. Sister Comfort. No, listen. I wanted to listen. He said, honor your husband, not our husband. Your own. No, your own. It does not stop where he said you should respect and honor elders. What I'm saying, no. What I'm saying is that a lot of people are pretentious. You honor your pastor, but you can't honor the man that takes care of you 7 days a week. No. Don't do that. In fact, let me shock you. Every woman that has given their husband wahala in this church, honor me more than their husband. I'm telling you. And it's wrong. Honor your husband. Then honor me. Honor your husband. Respect him. A man can get sex everywhere. He can't get honor everywhere. A man wants you to think this is the major requirement of a man is respect. Major. That is why if your wife, as a wife, you don't honor your husband and the secretary honors him, he will gravitate to the secretary. Since the day we married, my wife honors my pastor. And you know, we go there. There was 1 year. Every week we go there. My wife will go with a gift. Until daddy said, stop it. So, it's not a function of that. But my wife has been honoring me since 1999. The first time my wife knelt down to me was in the year 2000. In Asaba. I can't forget. When she knelt down, I said, get up. Why are you kneeling down? He said, God spoke to me that you are my Lord. I can't forget. But listen to me. I don't stop her from respecting every pastor in our lives. I don't. In fact, if you disrespect me, my grace won't work for you. So don't mix it. But I am seeing that people are missing things. That's my anger. You look at your husband and abuse him thoroughly. I'm dealing with about 2 or 3 of that. As you abuse your husband, who taught you that one? It is not this boy. It's not this boy. It's not this boy. Where? Everywhere you go, we teach you respect the man. Respect the man. Men don't need many things. I told you a woman was misbehaving to the husband and doing anyhow. When she got to the office, Sister Moreni came. Sister Moreni came, you look good. Now, that is the job of elder. So, elder, thank you for taking care of her. Clap for elder, not for Sister Moreni. Well, now, do you see what I've just done? I've just respected him. Did you see what I just did now? That's respect. In his mind, the thing with the tutorial. You know he doesn't talk, but he may get home now and say, rent me. This 100,000. Spend it anyhow. Just spend it. When you finish, my card is available. Spend it on me. I told you I wanted to end though. You are the one that said I should continue. Me, I finished my sermon. I really wanted to go. No, sincerely, if every woman, I wanted to practice. So the girl, when she saw the way the secretary was doing, properly dressed. Good afternoon, sir. What do you need? Should I bring your coffee, sir? Do I do this, sir? And he saw the way the man was doing. Yes. Yes. You know what? With respect, the man talked to Mumu. When she got home, she know they cook before. She they serve the husband with plates, maybe where they use for dog. I'm serious. She now went to bring out those plates that you hide. Women, why are you hiding those things? Go and serve your husband today. Why are you hiding them? Why are you hiding them? Why are you? No. Now, listen to me. She prepared special plates, special this. When the husband came, she knelt down. Welcome, my husband. Welcome, Excellency. Let me take your bag. Do you want to shower first? Your food is ready. I hope you know, even if it were me, you will assume that is your last day on the earth. That is poison. That it be like say this person won't kill me today. So the person just waits. He said, I don't understand what you are doing. I don't know what you are doing. Why are you behaving like this now? Be yourself now. He said, no, I've realized my mistake. I was not treating you well. I've realized my mistake. Listen to me, women. You want to collect anything from a man, go on the platform of respect. You know, some of you, I don't want to mention because we're online. I have one or two daughters in this choir. Very nice daughters. Sometimes when they complain to me, I remember one came one day. Very vivacious. Yeah. I said, go and beg your husband. He's the one that did. I said, go and beg your husband. Daddy, go and beg your husband. So she went, knelt down. I'm very sorry. Man, calm down. He came to me. He said, Daddy, let's go out. Let's go to ShopRite. Because of respect, your husband gave me ShopRite. Before that, Sister Comfort, it was shoplift. Because of respect. Know when to talk to a man. It's not every time you want to talk to a man. A man is coming from traffic. His mind has been busy. He's thinking of too many things. That's not the best time to ask for house rent. As he comes in, you're welcome. How was work? Shower. There is food for you. Till last night, my wife serves me with a tray. As of Gabby cooked, my wife served. Because even when she cooks, she has been taught. She will go inside. Mommy, go and serve your husband. Yeah. She has taught them. So, I said, give me food. He said, no, your wife is coming. And I lie not. I lie not. I'm saying till last night. So she brought it in a tray. I have my spoon. It's golden color. Nobody uses it. There are 2 or 3 in the house. I'm the only one. She can't see it in your hand. Not that you are using in your hand. Maybe you mistakenly carried it to wash. She can't see it. You see, when you do that to a man, you bring out the odogu in him. When you do that to a man, why do you think Abigail won David? When he met David in the battle, she knelt down. He said, you are my Lord. You that God will make the king. Don't stain yourself with that useless man's blood. When he spoke to David, David said, oh, yeah, God, I won't do it. But David put his eyes on the girl. My eyes are on you, baby. I'm going to get you, baby. How is it that the husband died? In the moment the husband died, David sent for the wife. Honor, so that honor will honor you. Women, it's not difficult to honor. If you didn't learn it, go and learn it. Learn how to speak to a man. In Yoruba, they call it agbekale oro. What's the meaning? See, do you know me of that? The way you present. I pay school fees. My wife will call those ones in the diaspora and the one in the diaspora and put it on. Come here, kneel down here, kneel down here. Oh yeah, be telling him, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I'll be looking. You don't need all this. He said, thank him. You know what that is building in them? That if any man enters their life, they don't have a right to disrespect the man. All these marriages failing. When you talk to a man anyhow, he will look for where he go get peace. He will look for her. One day I was talking to one of my pastors. He said, what of it, Pastor Febi? God forbid, did something like that. I said, I go get one room for Badagry, 2K per month. Am I right? Am I wrong? I will go very far. I will change number, change line, change people. I will even change family because of you. Instead of bearing Reverend Dipo Alaka, I will become Reverend Richard McDonald's one. Hallelujah. You will not be able to trace where I came from. Where Richard come from, where McDonald come from. I will change it for you. Why? Because of honor. My wife has won me for almost 20 years by honor. She has memorized me by honor. She has never stood up to greet me in 20 years of marriage. That has never happened. My wife will meet me on the express and kneel down on the express. No, don't do that. Don't send anybody. You must get to that point that your husband knows you respect him. When you get to that point, you will get anything. One day I transferred to my wife 4 times. My children started shouting, is she the only one? I said, she's the only one. She's the only one. She's the only one. He said, but we are there. You are not there. Without her, you are not there. There's no, I'm not gisting with you. She's the only one. She's the only one. And I'm not joking. The thing my wife will ask me and I will not take. If you ask me, I will slap you. She has used honor to finish me. Greet you in the morning. You transfer money. The day I transfer 4 times, she knelt down 4 times. She didn't say 1 million. Cover the 4. My excellency. Thank you, my king. In my mind, I said, what do I transfer again? Should I transfer myself? Should I transfer myself? Should I transfer myself? Should I transfer myself? By honor. By honor. Somebody say honor. Women, I beg you. You know, we prayed for the spirit of the fear of God. Now, for every lady, put your hand on your head. From today, I release grace to respect your spouses. Now, listen to me. You are single. You are not married. Don't marry somebody you can't respect. I say this one. This one a boy now. Don't marry that one. I told you of a 31-year-old boy that was a stammerer that brought a 44 or 45-year-old woman to me to marry. 31 to 44, 14 years difference. The only question I asked her, if you respect me. She had master's degree. The guy no get man. The guy was a Tyler. I said, if you respect her? He said, yes. I said, you know he's a stammerer. He said, yes. I said, that means his hand is faster than his mouth. If he's trying to talk to you, he's taking time. Slap is very fast. Oh, I don't, why you laugh? I'm telling you what I told her. Because sometimes we spiritualize all these things. And we end up in a marriage and then you're having trouble and giving your pastor trouble. Because of something you should have taken care of. Go and try it, every woman. If your husband is not here, send him a text. Hello, my Odo. Thank you for everything. I reverence you. I love you. If the person is there physically in the evening or kneel down. Thank you, sir. And I mean it with all my heart. A man is paying your bills. There are many men not paying anybody's bills. My father didn't pay my mother's bills. And when my mother pays school fees, he will say we should go and thank my father. And my father will receive it. Oh, yeah. Lord bless you. In your mind, you will think that him pay. Guy just enjoy it. Have you been blessed? You are angry with me? See, I said I wanted to anoint men's hands, Abi. Ephesians 5:22, wives, be subject, be submissive, and adapt yourself to your own husbands as service to the Lord. So anytime you respect your husband, God sees it that you are serving him. Colossians 3:18, wives, be subject to your husbands, subordinate and adapt yourselves to them as is right and fitting and your proper duty in the Lord. I emphasize that. Let's practice those two.